If you have a good script and director, then you'll get a great show, right? Looks like that's not always the case. You'd be surprised to know how many famous scenes from popular films were made up outside of the original script. One such example was seen in the 4th episode of Marvel's ongoing She-Hulk TV series, featuring Wong, the Sorcerer Supreme, and the latest addition to the MCU roster, Madisynn. Here's what went down. Starting off with, no need for directing. Kat Coiro, the director for Marvel's She-Hulk Attorney at Law, recently confirmed that the mid-credit scene between everyone's favorite wizard and Madisynn wasn't originally part of the script. During the 4th episode of the series titled, Is This Not Real Magic?, Wong and Jen once again cross paths, after he asked for her help in going after another magician, Donny Blaze. Wong's first interaction with Jen was after he was found regularly breaking Abomination out of his prison cell to go fight in underground fighting tournaments, as seen in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and had to testify in court about the incident. The episode also introduced us to a brand new character, Madisynn the Party Girl, played by Guggenheim, when she ends up finding herself in Wong's home because of Blaze's sling ring. The two quickly became besties, and Wong even ended up with the affectionate nickname of Wongers. The 4th episode's mid-credit scene shows the unlikely duo watching TV together, with the audience celebrating their unlikely friendship all over social media in the days since the episode was originally released. As is the case with most MCU projects, every episode of the show has an end credit scene, and according to Coiro, this particular mid-credit sequence actually came from the two actors working well together, and wasn't originally planned to be included in the cut. Furthermore, this isn't even the first time a line has been improvised in the MCU. Improvisation has been a long-standing tradition in the MCU. Even legendary members of its cast have been known to dabble in it. One such example is Robert Downey Jr., who famously improvised some of his dialogue from the first Iron Man movie, including the iconic "I am Iron Man" scene. Even Chris Hemsworth's line from Thor Ragnarok, "He's a friend from work," was pitched to Hemsworth by a kid on set the day that scene was filmed. Wong and Madisynn's end credit scene is just another example of Marvel trusting its actors to deliver, playing on the dynamic scene off the set even if they weren't intended in the original script. This moment also highlights how important Wong has become to not only She-Hulk, but also the MCU as a whole. Ever since Avengers Endgame came out back in 2018, Wong has made cameo appearances in many different Marvel projects. He's appeared in Shang-Chi, What If, Spider-Man No Way Home, and even in the recent Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, tackling both comedic moments and more serious scenes as well. Since Wong is the current Sorcerer Supreme, a position he got because Stephen Strange didn't want it, he's become the glue that holds together the lore which runs throughout Phase 4 of the MCU. Let's take a look at Wong and Madisynn's unlikely chemistry. How does that one Rihanna song go again? We found love in a hopeless place. Well, looks like that's exactly what happened to Wong in the recent She-Hulk episode. After helping Jen and getting Emil Blonsky granted parole in the 3rd episode, Wong seemed to be thrilled just sitting at home and watching The Sopranos while grooving to the theme song. However, because of a reckless amateur abuser of the mystic arts named Donny Blaze, Wong instead ends up crossing paths with a delightful young lady, Madisynn, and the rest is history. Although her entrance to Wong's humble abode was a surprise, the two end up bonding throughout the episode, and by the time she appears as his witness in court, she's even got a cute nickname for him, and offers some questionable advice on what to do if he ever gets caught texting and driving. The unlikely friendship between the two is already one of the highlights of the season, and that's no small task, especially since it follows right after the episode where Jen and Megan Thee Stallion have a closed-off office twerk-off. Nobody knows which direction She-Hulk is going to go next, but we sure hope that this isn't the last we get to see of Madisynn and Wonger's adventures together. What's more, the pairing may also help one of Marvel's biggest issues. Marvel has had a bad track record around finding couples who have some semblance of chemistry together. For every Wanda and Vision that manage to actually make us feel something, we get couples like Doctor Strange and Christine Palmer, who look like they've never even been in the same room together before. Online fans have been pointing out this problem for quite a while now, and are drawn to the chemistry between the lovable Sorcerer Supreme and the new Party Girl. Some fans even want Marvel to give them their own spin-off series. And you know what? We're not against it. We also like the fact that Wong, despite his original concerns, seems to gradually enjoy Madisynn's friendly presence. That's good character development right there. By the time we get to the episode's end credit scene, they've already moved on to watching a new show together, and Madisynn's even getting to know more about him, such as his favorite drinks. We need to keep these two together, please. Their relationship doesn't even have to be romantic. They just go well together, like peanut butter and jam. If Madisynn doesn't end up being the Pepper to Wong's Tony, at least she can be the Ned to his Peter Parker. Hey, Wong already shows up in pretty much every single MCU project now, so why not add his new bestie to the mix too? Let's make it happen, Marvel. Meanwhile, in other Marvel news, first up, details for the plot of the upcoming X-Men movie have been revealed. It looks like Marvel's current plan is to base the MCU's X-Men film on Joss Whedon's astonishing X-Men run, which was a continuation of Grant Morrison's new X-Men comic series. We don't know which X-Men team the studio plans to use, but we know that the lineup in the comics was Cyclops and Emma Frost as team leaders, and also included characters such as Beast, Kitty Pryde, Wolverine, and Colossus. The astonishing X-Men run covered 4 different story arcs: Gifted, Dangerous, Torn, and Unstoppable. To summarize the overall plot, the X-Men team must work together to stop an alien race from destroying Earth, all while simultaneously dealing with a cure for the mutant gene and the various other problems that came with it. We already know that the upcoming Secret Invasion MCU show will be featuring the shape-shifting Skrulls invading Earth as Nick Fury tries to uncover their plot, so maybe the aliens in question for the X-Men film might also be the same. We've already seen Sir Patrick Stewart reprise his role as Charles Xavier, the leader of the Illuminati, in Multiverse of Madness, and also Kamala Khan being revealed to be a mutant in Miss Marvel. It's pretty much confirmed that the MCU is shaping up the mutants to play a big role in the upcoming Phase 5 of the MCU, and we can't wait to see what it is. Next up, Kevin Feige reportedly had a strong reaction to the Werewolf by Night script. The upcoming Marvel Halloween feature flick, Werewolf by Night, is set to introduce a brand new character to the MCU. There have been many rumors surrounding the project in the last few months, but they've finally been confirmed by Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, during this year's Disney Fan Expo. The first trailer gave us a unique look and tone that already makes the film stand out from the rest of the MCU releases. It aims to unveil what fans have never seen before, and Feige has also described the special as scary but fun scary. Feige's strong reaction is a promising sight, since it implies that the top executive also believes that the project will be a success. Plus, Michael Giacchino's excitement with making the special also hints that he's put his heart and soul into the finished product, building up the ever-growing hype for the Halloween feature. And finally, Marvel responds to the Captain America 4 controversy. Marvel is introducing Sabra, an Israeli superheroine who will make her debut in Captain America: New World Order. Understandably, people are worried that the character will be seen as a pro-Israel propaganda, especially when the country's had a long and violent history with its neighboring country Palestine. Marvel was quick to respond to the controversy by saying that, although the character is based on the comics, she'll get a fresh new adaptation for the big screen and they'll be taking a different approach to her character. Even if that is the case, the conflict between the two countries is far too dense and delicate to be properly addressed in a fictional superhero movie. Even Gal Gadot received backlash for her tweet calling for peace, as it was seen as dehumanizing to the victims and failed to consider the power imbalance between Israel and Palestine. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on the chemistry between Wong and Madisynn? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.